here on Instagram and also on Facebook. We are not only on Facebook, TikTok, and we're also on Twitter and YouTube. So as you're logging on, let me know where's that you're watching from. It's super exciting to be here with all of you. I see that there are many of my friends connected, and today I would like for you to just let me know where's that you're watching from, where's that you're connecting from. Today I have a topic, and that is, you know stop thinking small. Stop thinking small, because when you change your thoughts, you change your life. So as you're jumping on, please let me know. Maybe you are, in Europe, somewhere, in the United States or Mexico or Asia. Let me know where is that you're connecting from. I would love to say hello to you. And again, this is Danny Nedelko, and hello to Lupita and to all of those people who are there on Instagram. And I'm also here on Facebook, and I really, really would like to say hello to you. And just as you connect, type here in the chat number one if you're connecting live. Type number two if you're connecting on a replay. And today I just want to come on with this message, which is about our thoughts, about what we do every single day. And I'm going to tell you one thing: if you change how you're thinking, you can change your entire life. So, did you know that the average person has between 60 to 80,000 thoughts per day? And, if you did not know that, most of those thoughts are actually, just negative thoughts. And so, if you didn't know that, and maybe you realize that now, you are your biggest coach, you are your biggest encourager. And I'm going to encourage you to be the best, to talk to you in a way that brings life to you. So, whenever we have these 60 to 80,000 thoughts, which are mostly negative, um, we can flip them around. Instead of thinking of doubt, of fear and worry, your mind needs to be filled with faith, with vision, with power. And that is what this live is all about today. So I'm going to ask you to stay here with me for just a few minutes. So we're going to have this beautiful talk between you and me, and maybe you share this with somebody that might benefit from. I am all about personal development, network marketing, entrepreneurship, and faith and other things. So if you don't know me, and hello to my friends on Instagram, we are here on Facebook, Twitter, on YouTube, and also on TikTok. So if you see here somewhere in the screen where to subscribe so you can get notifications, go ahead and do so. It's going to be really good that we connect every single day, or every other day, which I love to share different things. So I stand for faith in action. I stand for faith in action. And I'm going to tell you one thing: faith alone is not enough. You can have faith for many things, but you must take a bold statement and say, I can do all things. I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. So those are not just words. That is not just a scripture, but it's a fact. Because whenever you take this as a strategy for your life, doubt completely disappears. Because whenever you put your vision and your strength on something that is bigger than you, that is when things start to really develop, and to you still start to see doubt. Yes, you still have fear, you still have disappointments, but you see how the way starts to develop before your eyes. Whenever you have the understanding that you can do anything through the one that gave you life, nothing is impossible for you. So whatever you have in your mind, whatever you have in your beliefs, if you believe it, you can conceive it and you can achieve it. And as you're joining on, just as you're seeing here on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube and Twitter, please let me know from which country you're watching. Say hello to me. Type number one if you're watching live, type number two if you're watching on a replay. But whatever you put in your mind, if you can think of it, you can actually achieve it. If you can actually hold it in your thoughts, it is because you can actually achieve this thing. So I'm going to tell you about a simple example. If you think small, you will live small. If you think big, you're going to be thinking not only about yourself, but those who think big, they're not people that have big egos. Yes, you might confuse a person that has success, but that has no regard of others. But real successful people think big and they think in abundance. And whatever you think on, you're going to be attracting to you because you were not created, you and I were not created to be average. We're not created to just come to this world, pay the bills, get married, if you have the blessing to do so, and have kids, or be with your parents and build a business and then die. No, we're not created just to be here for a moment and then just disappear. We were created to actually fulfill our purpose. We have, all of us have a purpose. And if you are not serving yourself and your family and your vision and your community, if you are thinking small. So I'm going to tell you one personal story. And where do I get all of this information? Danny, maybe you're crazy. Maybe you don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't matter. But, as you are on this, on this live, please type your name, where you're connecting from. I know that I keep on interrupting the live, but, I just would really love to know where is that you're watching us from. And type number one if you're watching live, type number two if you're watching on a replay. So I want to tell you about a story, about a personal story, and how is that I saw that whenever I had the vision and what I had faith, and then I acted on the ideas, then things started to really, really take off. But where did I learn this? I learned it from different trainers. One of them, which is a great mentor to me, who has passed away already, is Bob Proctor. And he showed us, many of us, to think big in a way that scares you. And there are three types of way of thinking, in terms of goals. And number one, the type A goals are those ideas and beliefs that you can actually achieve a certain amount of things, or you can achieve such and such thing. Or let's say, let's put it in really, really simple terms. Let's say that if you are driving a Toyota Corolla, which is very simple. I used to drive a Toyota Camry. If I know that I can drive a Camry 2019, then, I have a goal to maybe get a Toyota Camry 2000, 20 or 2022 or 2025, because I know that I can actually get this. This is the type A goals, the type of belief that, you can achieve it. Maybe you are a little bit overweight and you say, what, I'm 10 pounds, over my weight, or 10 kilos. But before, I was weighing this much and I know how to get there. So that is the type A goals. And I'm going to tell you one thing. This is really good. And this is still personal development. This is still amazing that you know how to get to a specific place. So type here in the chat if you've ever set your mind. Just type I, or just type number 4 in the chat if you've ever set up a goal and you have achieved it and you know exactly how to do that. And thank you to my friends. I have my friend Maria in Venice. She is enjoying a beautiful, nice, cold weather in Venice, and I wish I was there with you. But like, type here in the chat where's that you're connecting from. Type number 4 if you've ever achieved a goal and you knew exactly what to do. Type number 4, I'm very proud of you, and I want to congratulate you and thank you for being here. So type number 4, if you've ever achieved a goal and you know, I know how to get this, I've got it, and I've done it. Type number 4. So those are type A goals, and I'm going to tell you one thing: they're not easy either, because it requires consistency. But you know how to get there. You know what it takes to lose 10 pounds, 10 kilos. You know what it takes to get the new car that is probably, a year, you know, newer than the one that you're driving right now. Or maybe you have, a specific goal with your children, or with, your business, or whatever you think. So type B, I'm going to give you the type B goals. Type B goals are those who you actually know that you somehow will get there, and it's still a dream for you, and you want to get it done. Let's like put it in simple terms. I don't know, maybe you have a business and you want to expand this business. I don't know, maybe you have one location, you want to go to the second or third location, and you still don't know how to get there, but this is the type B goals. Or maybe let's put it in terms of getting a car. You drive a Toyota Camry, maybe you want to get, I don't know, like a Tesla or a BMW. You're like, oh my word, maybe I don't even like a Tesla, whatever car that you think that is better than the one that you have right now. And you think, I think I can get this, but I'm not sure how. I don't know, maybe I need to take on another job, or maybe I need to take on another source of income so I can afford this. So I can go to a bank and ask for a loan so I can expand to get more product and get another location if you're a business owner. Or maybe you're thinking about putting your kids into a better school, but maybe it's expensive and you're like, oh man, I don't know how to get there, but I would love to. I would love to have my children in a better school. Whatever that might be, these type B goals are very simple, yet, you don't know how to get there. Now, if you have this type of goals, and I know you do, type number five in the chat, type number 5, and type, your country and wherever you're watching from. Number 1, if you're here live. Number 2, if you're here on a replay. But type number 5 if you have this type of goals. Now, I know you do. So just type it. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. At the end of this call, if you stay here with me, and if you are participating, and if you're typing things in all the platforms in the comments, I'm gonna send you a really nice gift. If you live in the US or Europe or Mexico or even in Asia, I would love to send you a gift. And I'm gonna send you a gift, but just keep on typing, and then I'm going to let you know. Oh, I have a couple of people that are working alongside with me in our in our team, and we're going to send you a gift. I would love to send you a gift. So keep on typing. Anyways, so I am sure that you have this type of goals. Now, are they hard to get? Maybe a little bit, maybe not. Those are the type of goals that most of us have for the future. Maybe you want to have your anniversary, you want to get married, maybe you want to have a graduation, maybe you want to, I don't know, have a big birthday party. And it requires an amount of effort and money that normally you would not be able to have, but you want to stretch yourself. And for those of you who want to send your kids to a better school, the same thing. So type it here in the chat, number 5, if you've had any of these type of goals. Now, I'm sure you have. Thank you so much for all of you. Maria, Oviola, we have Saida, Almina, we have Jimmy. Hello, my friend Jimmy, Leila. Thank you for being here, my friends. And we have also Miss Michelle. Hi, Miss Michelle, you're amazing. You're amazing. So type here in the chat. And number 5, if you've ever had this type of goals. Now, the type C goals, which those are the ones that I want to talk to you about. those are goals that actually are very hard to comprehend, very hard to actually, grab a hold of. You probably will be like, how in the world am I going to be able to do this? And I'm going to tell you what those goals are. And maybe you are kind of like, oh, I'm not sure, Danny. I'm not sure that I can get there. I'm not sure, Danny, that I can actually go to the next level in such and such area. I'm not sure, Danny, that I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about that. So those type C goals are the goals that I'm going to tell you about. Start today. Want to change your life? Start thinking big. Want to change your family history? Start thinking big. Yes, even if it's scary. Those type C goals, I'm going to tell you what they are. They are those who you think you can't get. Those are those goals who you think that you probably don't even deserve them, or you have no abilities, or you don't know the people, or you don't know such and such, things, or you don't know, these abilities, or you have no way to afford to get there. Those type C goals are there for a reason. And I'm going to invite you to, if you want to change your life, you need to think big. You need to think super big. And how can you do that? You need to stretch your mind, because your brain and your experiences in this world are like a rubber band, something that holds your hand, your hair. That big rubber band that you just put on your hair. Once it expands, it doesn't go back to the same place. The same way with your belief, the same way with your experiences, the same way with your brain. If you think big and if you expand your expectations of this life, of your abilities, of your vision, your life will never be the same, because it's not the same to cry on a BMW or on a Rolls Royce than to cry on a Toyota Corolla. It's not, and I'm trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be, ugly, or to let down people that have a Toyota Corolla, because I had a Toyota Camry. So, but it's not the same. It's not the same whenever you are traveling the world and thinking big and doing business and, losing weight. It's not the same whenever you achieve something that you know that for a fact you can't get. And that doesn't come with luck. That doesn't come because you were just, doing nothing and just hoping and wishing and praying that this will happen overnight. I'm going to tell you that I stand for faith in action. Yes, because you have to have faith, you have to pray, you have to put all of your dreams before our Father, before our Creator, but you have to go into action, because if you don't go into action, nothing's going to change. And you need to start thinking big, because if you want to change your life, you need to switch your thoughts. Whatever you think on is what's on your heart. There's a scripture that says that those who are believers, those who are truly believers, they don't lean into their own understanding. If you really want to make it big, you need to put your mind on things above. And the things above are things that are irrational for most people, are things that are incomprehensible to people that don't dare to dream big. Because whenever you're dreaming big, you are expanding, you are putting yourself out there and saying, you know what, my faith is about this big, that I want to do such and such and such things. I would like to send my children to Harvard. I would like to go to the moon. I would like to, be the number one speaker. I would like to be known for this and this and these things. I want to change my family's history. I want to be the one that goes to college because none of my family members were able to do that. I want to be the one that wins the Olympics. I want to be the one that stretches out into things that are not even comprehensible for you to really think and grab a hold. I'm telling you, you need to think big, and you need to think big with that faith that that you can do all things, because there's one that is holding your hands, that is holding your life, that you maybe not see, you maybe not feel, but you need to get connected with him, which is your creator. And whenever you're connected with him, anything is possible. Anything is possible. So I'm going to leave you with this. You need to start thinking big, because that's going to change your life. Nobody is served in your family and in your environment and in your community and in your country if you're thinking small. And you need to grab, these three little things that you can do to catch your thoughts and really just convert them into a different way of thinking. You need to write down negative thoughts, negative things that you think about yourself or the things that are going around you. That's number one. You need to write them, you need to catch them, and number two, you need to flip the script. You need to replace each of those thoughts with a faith-filled declaration, with a faith-filled sentence, with, I don't have the connections, but I will somehow. I don't know such and such people that can connect me to where I need to go, but you need to flip the script and say, but such and such and such. And number three, you need to take action immediately. Even a small step of faith moves a mountain. So today I'm going to leave you with this. If this message resonates with you, share it. Don't keep it to yourself. Someone else might need this today. And if you are ready to stop thinking small and join, a group of people who stand for faith, freedom, legacy, send me a message, because we are gathering together. We are masterminding. We are rising together. We have a group of people who are entrepreneurs, who are moms, who are different people from different backgrounds, and we are walking in faith and in freedom and in legacy. So send me a message, share this with somebody. Maybe somebody needs to hear this message. You don't need to stay, in a depression mode. You need to think big. You need to think big. If you really want to change your world, if you want to be, the light of this world, you want to be the light for those who really need it, you need to think big. So I'm going to leave you with this. Send me out a message, share this, and I'm going to see you in Espanol very, very soon. Thank you so much for being here.